Thank you very much. All right, with that, we bring in Mark Thiessen, a Fox News contributor, and Mally Smith, Democratic strategist and former Harris campaign political director in North Carolina. Neither of them have dashed into the men's room in order to avoid our questions, and for that, we appreciate it. Mark, good to have you here today, and Mally, good to have you here today as well. So, Mally, what about that? What's your reaction? Having worked on the Harris campaign, to Ron Klain answering questions. We know that he said that he had never seen Biden so out of it right before that debate.
Yeah, I will first say, as someone who recently traveled with his 70-year-old parents, I think I can see firsthand that we should be worried about the age of our leaders, because that trip did not inspire confidence on my end. But my mom would like to be 69, not 70.
Oh, she's young.
I think that she's young, exactly. But on a serious note, as was noted, Ron Klain answered all of the questions. He didn't plead the fifth. So I think House Republicans will be happy with the cooperation that he has given this investigation. But I think there's a more serious question, which is, why are House Republicans focusing on this at the moment? And the reason they're focusing on it is for two reasons. First, they don't want to talk about Trump's economic plan, which cuts taxes for millionaires and billionaires and is funded by taking health care away from 10 million Americans. And then second, they would like to not talk about the fact that Pam Bondi informed Trump that he is in the Epstein files. I know that we don't have any evidence of extraterrestrials, because at this point Trump would release them.
Well, listen,
so
let me just say one thing, Mally. I mean, this is sort of what all sides always say when the other side wants to focus on something. But the health of the president, I mean, look at these pictures where he is darting around. He doesn't appear to know where he is. Let's play this soundbite from the day he dropped out a year ago today. Watch this.
Ben Franklin was asked, as he emerged from the convention going on, whether the founders have given America a monarchy or republic. Franklin's response was, a republic, if you can keep it. A republic, if you can keep it.
Mark, I mean, this is a very serious issue. Who was running the White House at this time? I mean, I think the focus on this is very, very appropriate.
Oh, it's one of the worst political scandals of our era. We had a president who was non-compos mentis, and not just in the final year of his presidency. I mean, you go back to 10 months into his presidency, 48% of plurality of Americans said he wasn't mentally fit after the Afghan withdrawal, when Ron Klain was the White House chief of staff. And Ron Klain, the saying he answered all the questions reminds me of Jill Biden saying, "Joe, you did it. You answered all the questions after the debate." It's like, yeah, did you answer? Did you answer them? Did you answer them truthfully? No. Ron Klain is what Joe Biden used to call a lying dog-faced pony soldier. This is Ron Klain after the debate. So before the debate, the lie was still alive. After the debate, I don't deny it was a bad debate performance. That's different from whether or not the president is up to the job. He's clearly up to the job. He's doing it every day. He's doing it successfully. He was Biden's Baghdad Bob. Even after everyone in America saw that Biden was completely mentally incompetent, he was still out there saying there are no Americans in Baghdad. The president is fine. He's doing mental gymnastics in the Oval Office. Absurd.
Well, I mean, you look. People are perceptive, and when you look back to the polls in the summer and the fall before the election, overwhelmingly, the majority were saying that he wasn't capable anymore of doing the job. So I think no matter how everybody wants to sugarcoat it on each side, people were right when you look back at those numbers. They understood what they were seeing with their own eyes. And now the investigation is important for history and for the future. So thank you both. Thank you, Mally. Thank you, Mark. Good to have you both here.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.